there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Kelly. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard.
Practice, man, it's been a minute. When we pull up, we go ahead and get it. If they told you we did it, he did it. Super Bowl back to back, we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so now we gon' turn up for something. We hit for the win, we ain't bluffing. They hand me the ball like I'm rushing. I gotta work a little smarter, I gotta go a little harder. I gotta ball like a Pro Bowl starter. They think they cold, put them in a coffin. We got them all on the team when we off. I'm told them they can't be like us, we ballin'. We on a spaceship and we gone for real. All of my teammates, they know the deal. Yeah, my heart in the game for real. Hit the ball, but this ain't no drill. New whip with some real big wheels. Oh, you mad, oh, this how you feel? Got the whole damn league tryna scout for us. Number 1 team passing rush. We just gon' run up the numbers. They was tough, but we turned them to runners. Ain't no way that we going back under. Came from nothing, we straight out the gutter. You better not drop when I pass it. I stand in the pocket, I passing the ball. I'm in the field when they calling the plays. I don't like what they call it, I'm calling it all. Now I be running up bands with all of my friends, and I got the ball in my hands. They mad, I'm scoring again. Practice, man, it's been a minute. When we pull up, we go ahead and get it. If they told you we did it, he did it. Super Bowl back to back, we gon' finish it. Grab the trophy, we go ahead and sit with it. I remember we came up from nothing, so now we gon' turn up for something. We hit for the win, we ain't bluffing. They hand me the ball like I'm rushing. I gotta work a little smarter, I gotta go a little harder. I gotta ball like a Pro Bowl starter. They think they cold, put them in a coffin. We got them all on the team when we off. I'm told them they can't be like us, we ballin'. We on a spaceship and we gone for real. All of my teammates, they know the deal. Yeah, my heart in the game for real. Hit the ball, but this ain't no drill. New whip with some real big wheels. Oh, you mad, oh, this how you feel? Stuck in my way.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between our visitors and our home team.
Get paid, I'm out the door. Make money, I spend it one more. Get mine, looking so fine. Backyards, we chillin' and wine. Get paid, I'm out the door. Make money, I spend it one more. Get mine, looking so fine. Tell them so, don't waste my time.
I'm conceited, I really mean it. I'm in the future, Scotty can be me. Not in your scene, but all in your TV. They me only wanna be me. Higher than a bundle, watch them all fumble. YouTube careers, I seen them all crumble. Funny who me, I did not stumble. Be dead, I think they on condo. How many flavors, sign off paper. Kiss to my hater, game changer. Birthday player, space invader. I just off on my naysayer.
Get paid, I'm out the door. Make money, I spend it one more. Get mine, looking so fine. Backyards, we chillin' and wine. Get paid, I'm out the door. Make money, I spend it one more. Get mine, looking so fine. Tell them so, don't waste my time. juice. No, I don't want no excuse. We gon' get some.
Never seen nothing like me. Them marks on me have on me say pricey. If you're broke, then why you out beside me? That no fitting on my circle.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and our home team. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He's to the 10. Touchdown! T. Higgins from 21 yards away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Herbert. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run. Freeman. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. They snap it to Herbert. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On second down, Etienne once more. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Play action. It's Herbert. Out to his left. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Lawrence going to throw again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line, as he'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Herbert's throw complete there to Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Thomas brings it in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And there's Vic Beasley. Always tough to block as he gets in to bring him down. After the sack on first down, Herbert forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert. Got a man. It's Brown. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give running right, Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line. I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A give to Etienne running right. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He's 6'6", bullet high. Hey, seam 6.
From the 16, Lawrence. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Bulldozes past him, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Etienne. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Once more, ETN. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Herbert now. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Steps away. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. On the move to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson there to make the grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another tote for Etienne. And some room to roam now. Shifts past him at the 45. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Etienne on the toss right. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.